All right, welcome to day 4 of the morning morning adventure live chat. I'm gonna get
See,
it.
you
By
don't
day
even
5,
remember
I'm
the
gonna get
name.
it. I know.
You don't remember the name. It's
I
it's co- it's coffee and crafting chat with Amy and Jen, or Jen and Amy,
I think we
or
decided Jen and Amy flowed better, but maybe we should
yeah.
just to be even, switch it up
No,
every
no,
once in a while.
no, that's good. Coffee, yes. Here we are. We're here. We're here. Good morning, everyone, and all of our friends are in the chat. Jen, I'm so
Are they
excited.
actually? I don't have the chat here. I'm like gonna have to quick pull up the chat.
Paula's
Uh,
here from Alabama.
Comments. There
Oh,
we go.
hi, Diana. Oh, you're in Palm Bay. Is that near me? Oh no, Palm Coast is near me. I'm not sure where Palm Bay is. Jenna Lynn, let me see, did I miss something? Oh, Jenna Lynn's at work. She's watching us from work. Teresa's here. She just got back from the YMCA. Oh, that's so fun. She went swimming.
Oh, but Barbara can't be in today.
No,
You
I
guys,
already
the
told
fact
her.
Oh yeah, and the
Yeah.
fact that you guys are here and showing up for this is so cool for us. I mean, we just both Amy and I are just kind of like, wow. I mean, it's us, and people are actually
Yeah.
wanting to like talk. So we love this, you guys. Thank you so much for showing up and being here.
Oh, we got someone from Palm Coast. Is it Ive? Near Palm Coast. That's near me. That's about 45 minutes from me, I would say. Susan's in Virginia. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Roseanne. Oh, yay. All of our friends are here. I love everyone here.
Oh, good.
Jean is here. Amy's here. We got Colorado. Yeah, we are going to try to do a better job during the year of being more regular. It's
Okay,
hard, we
with
get in like a
kids.
rut of trying to do our regular stuff, and when I say we, it's usually me because I'm like, no, I can't do it this week. But we really want to try and do a better job this year.
So one thing that we're gonna embrace is we're liking the idea of bringing more people, like our friends, in. So you guys love
Hmm.
seeing Emily, you love seeing Lucy,
Hmm.
and then yesterday we had Michelle, we had
Hmm.
Abby the other day, which was super fun, and now today we
Hmm.
have another special guest. So I just think it's fun for all of our, the people that are here to go ahead and meet and get to know and chat a little bit with some of these other crafters. So I hope
Yeah,
that you guys like that too.
let us know in the comments if you like guests. Yes, Kathy, we're working on Jennifer Maker. As you can imagine, she's super busy, so it was tough to get on her schedule for this event, but we will definitely
Well,
get in
she did
touch with
say
her.
she would do it, so it's just a
Yeah,
matter of scheduling it. So,
yeah.
yep.
No, she's definitely one of our crafty friends. We're lucky we have so many crafty friends, Jen. You
That
know?
is something I was just thinking about the last few days. Is one of the things I love about this event is that it brings together so many different people, and we're
Hmm.
adventuring together. It's like we all have this
Hmm.
goal of working through the 5 days, and so all of you guys here are like part of this adventure with us, and so we're creating a community, and I love that. But I just was thinking, and actually we were talking with our guests a little earlier. So many of us are in these like kind of little silos of our
Yeah.
homes, or we're going about our day. And so to have this kind of like this opportunity to come together and just like connect, I think
Right.
really does help us feel like we're involved in a community, even if it's all built around crafting with our machines and doing the things that we do. So
Yeah.
I enjoy that part. What about you, Amy? You're down in Florida, and
You know, I was thinking the other day that I should talk to Abby about doing like a Florida Cricut crafters group or something. I thought that'd be
yeah,
kind of fun. Yeah.
yeah, because I feel like there's kind of a lot of people down there in Florida. Like when
Yeah,
we
I
see
was
people saying, "Where are you from?" There's a
right.
lot of Florida.
I was going to mention it to Abby. My community, I live in like like a neighborhood where they do events at like the community center or whatever you call it, and they're doing like cookie decorating, and they did mosaics a couple months ago, and I was thinking, oh, it'd be fun to do like a Cricut class, and
Hmm.
then I thought, oh, maybe Abby and I could do like a Florida Cricut thing. I'm going
I'd
to
come
talk to her
down
about
for
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that-
would.
yeah, that'd be so fun.
Yeah,
Um,
I used to actually teach classes, not on Cricut
mhm,
crafting, but like on mixed media art and stuff like that. And it's so
mhm,
funny because I would get like 20, 30 people signed up, which is great for that. But at the same time, it was really kind of hard to get those 20, 30 people, and occasionally classes did cancel. And so that's another one of those disconnect things where the fact that we have over 35,000 people here for this
yeah,
event or
yeah,
more, I don't even know what the actual total
yeah.
is just so crazy that here we are, and it was hard for me to fill this $20 to $30 or 20 to 30 person thing, and yet so many of us are coming together online. So that's a
Yeah.
nice part. But yeah,
No,
Shirley says that
absolutely.
there are lots of crafters in Minnesota too. So if we do the Florida thing, we're going to have to do a Minnesota
Yeah.
thing too, I think.
All right. Oh
But
yeah,
that's
Charlotte's giving you a hint there.
but yeah, not just like here. And the fun thing is it's like all over the world. And so we're going to talk about
Hmm.
that a little bit later because I think our special guest comes from pretty far flung area
Pretty,
here.
pretty far away.
Yeah.
Pretty far away, which is super cool.
So Amy, do we want to go through kind of what the things are for today?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
You have your day 4 slide.
I do. Look at me. Ha ha.
Look
I
at
feel so
her.
cool.
Okay. So we have photo number 1 and photo number 2 are on the top row are our excursions. So I'll come back to those. So let's start with on the top row, the third one over, airplane mode. That is a really cute travel shirt, and that's from our friend Chelly Ontis. So many of you already know Chelly from her work and from her crafting summits that she does. And she's going to show you how to make a really cute adventure tee for your next trip. So that will be fun. And then the next one over, so the last one on the top row, this is a layered photo wall art that spells out the word trip. And this is from Sarah Christie of Extraordinary Chaos. And I believe that she shows you, so basically the letters are cut out, and then I don't know if you can see, but you have customized, backgrounds. I think those are travel photos. She's really good at like telling you how to be able to customize that for your own designs and your own memories. So that one will be really fun. And then on the bottom row, we have Laura Lambert, and that's her reading adventure tote bag. And this is a cool project because it's really colorful because she used a lot of vinyl scraps. So she's going to show you how to use your vinyl scraps, which we all have, to make a fun tote bag. And then the next one we're super excited about. This is from Stephanie Paxman, and she's crafting in the rain. And she made these adorable polymer clay
Okay,
little
I
Polaroid
need
earrings.
I need to pause you for a second because last
Yes,
year we were like making this dream list of projects that we'd like, and I'm like, I
yes,
really want somebody who can do polymer clay with the Cricut because I'd kind of seen some things, and I was like, I really, really want to do this. I really want something, and it just kind of didn't quite work out. Maybe because I didn't tell anybody I wanted that, but at the same time, I got so excited when I saw that Stephanie was doing polymer clay with the Cricut. So yeah,
yeah.
so
That we're super excited to have Stephanie, and Stephanie and Jen kind of work together to figure out, what Stephanie could bring us for this event. So we're really excited at how that came out. And then we had the next one I'm super excited about because I've never cut felt with my Cricut. Let me know in the comments if you've cut felt with your Cricut. But Jane from Sustain My Craft Habit made these super cool felt vacation ornaments, and I cannot wait to try these. So let me know if you've cut felt with your Cricut. I feel like felt is similar to faux leather, so I really should experiment with some felt. And then we have the Take Me Away Fabric Dream Mask. And this is from Alice, who is the fabric ninja. And this is really cool if you have heard about sewing and cutting fabric with your Cricut, but you haven't tried it yet. So this is going to be a great project for those of you interested in sewing with your Cricut. And then let's go back to the top row, number 1 and number 2. These are our 2 excursions for tonight or today. Remember, these are deep dives into a related topic. So Elly Mae from Silhouette Secrets is going to show us about adventuring into designing with rhinestones using Silhouette Studio. So even though the Cricut does many wonderful things and you can do rhinestones with your Cricut, the Silhouette is a little better at that. And you're going to love her project, and she's going to show you how to use Silhouette Studio, which is a free software. You don't need to have a Silhouette to use Silhouette Studio, and you're going to love that one. And then the last one is from Jamela Payne, and it's an adventure into pricing for the craftpreneur. So this is if you're interested in selling your crafts, if you're confused about how to price your crafts to sell, that's going to be a super helpful excursion as well. So we have a great lineup today. I'm super excited.
yeah, actually, I feel like I should mention here too. I know that we're on day 4. Let me just get rid of this one. I know we're on day 4, but and a lot of you are kind of like starting to see how it's kind of piling up your to-do lists and things, and you're like, shoot, it's moving a little quickly with life because life happens.
Yeah.
Amy and I made a conscious decision not to raise the price of the VIP pass during the event week because we wanted the people that were like, okay, so, I didn't quite know what was going to be like this. And now that I know that it's like this, I want to be able to get that VIP pass, but there's kind of like a mental barrier there because I kind of missed that, the price went up and whatnot. So we kept the price the same during the event week, so that you guys could go ahead and get that if you'd like.
Right. Yes. So you didn't get a bunch of emails on Monday night saying, oh, the price is going up tomorrow. Be sure to get your ticket at the lower price. We just kept it the same. And we feel good about that. Because it is a big event. It's a huge event with so many workshops. We don't want you to feel like you missed out.
Right. But one thing I just wanted to say too is I feel like today's excursion with Jamela, where she talks about pricing your craft projects. So a lot of us are kind of, whether we want to or not, are getting asked, would you make me this? Could you make me that? So even if you're not planning on making it a business, you're going to have people saying, oh, I love that. How much is that? And you don't necessarily know how to respond. Right? You're like, I would just kind of like, or then say like, I don't make it, but you can make it. I just kind of mumble these awkward things off, or I was so bad with compliments and things. I still have a hard time, but just being like upfront and saying, yeah, okay, sure. Here, I know what the cost is. I know kind of what my labor was, so that I think again is, even if you're not going to go all in on business, it really is going to help you kind of jump into that kind of business mindset where you're not actually like hurting yourself when you help other people.
Right. Yeah, no, I love that. You're right. It isn't just for people that want to sell their crafts as a business. It's for anyone, because we all get asked, oh, hey, can you make me those? Remember when I made all the cheer bows for the cheer team, you get in a situation where someone figures out. And then remember I did that Instagram reel where it was like when the cheer coach finds out you have a Cricut.
Oh,
and it was
I forgot.
Making the bows. People find out that you have a Cricut, and suddenly everyone comes out of the woodwork and they want you to make something. So it's good for you to know, even if you're not trying to make money on it, you just don't want to lose money and you want to value your time. If you do want to make money, this is going to be helpful too, because pricing is key.
And then the VIP pass, we did, I think our summit's different than most, that we actually have a commercial license for the workshop freebies. So all of our speakers were super generous and said, yes, we can, we'll do the commercial license. And you want to tell them a little bit about why that's cool?
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's so, like, for example, I'll use my faux leather motel keychains. If you liked that project, in another summit, I would have given you personal use rights, so you can use my design to make them for your own personal use. But then I sell a commercial use license in my shop for that design. So if you wanted to make them to sell, you would need to buy the license, and that gives you permission to sell physical products made from that item. But it costs money. And so in our event, if you wanted to sell an item that you made from the event, you need to buy a commercial license from everybody in the event, which gets costly. So we've added that in for you as, a special bonus. And that's from the generous speakers that are in our event that have given us that opportunity to share that with you. And that way you can try your hand at selling some of these things if you wanted to, which is pretty cool.
So if you think about like the cost of the VIP, it is pretty minimal compared to everything you get. But especially if you're actually going to be selling a few of these designs, you make that cost back really quickly. So we just like to be helpful there.
I'm sorry, Jen, to interrupt you. Do we have the link to the replay? Because we have some questions in the chat about the replay from last year. We do have
the replay. Send it to me. Let me see if I can grab that.
Because unfortunately, I cannot put links in the comments.
Right, I can. You keep chatting, and I will find it. I have to say, though, I'm going back through our texts from yesterday, and like you and I look like we spent all day long texting each other.
Yes, I think we do. I think when we wonder, why don't we get more done? Yeah. Now when I have to find the link every morning for this video chat, I have to go past your breakfast pictures from Tuesday. When I get to your omelet and your coffee, it's right above that.
I did not show you all that, did I?
You did.
Well, I do. Yeah, so I do wake up to your texts. Like, Amy didn't text me this morning when I roll over and look at my phone.
I know. I was busy this morning. So, Yeah, so anyway, if you're interested in the replay, that's what the replay is all the videos from last year. So just like this year, you're logging into the course and you're watching all the videos and you're downloading all the templates. We have the exact same setup for last year. So if you wanted to get the replays, you get access to last year. Now there's some things in this year where you'll see like a special bonus from a speaker. Those things, a lot of those things have expired from last year. So we took
so we
those
didn't
out.
actually include that into the replays. Yeah,
those are not included, but you'll be able to watch the full video, download the SVGs, all of that good stuff from last year. So it's exactly the same thing. And what's cool is since you're already logged in this year, it'll just be added to your login. And when you log in next time after you buy the replays, you'll see last year there.
So somebody asked if there was a lineup for last year for the replays, and I don't know that we have that anywhere.
Yeah, because we try to keep everything simple. Right. And so we basically took last year's schedule page and we just swapped it out for this year.
But what they can do is, well, I don't know if that's even a thing either. Because I was going to say the Facebook group has some of the older posts. So, but it'd be kind of hard to find. There's a lot of really, really good projects last year. Like last year was pretty stellar too. I mean, it was our first year. We wanted to we wanted to blow it out of the park. So,
yeah.
And our speakers totally brought it.
We did for sure. We did for sure. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So, okay. Kathy's asking, how long do we have to access bonuses for 2024? I think we asked the speakers to make them available for 6 months. Is that right, Jen?
I don't recall.
I think it's a minimum of 3 months, ideally 6 months. But maybe Susan. Oh, Susan said. There's Susan. See, Susan's got me. 3 months.
Okay, so maybe just put that on your calendar. And then, you'll just know to go ahead and grab those before that. So July 31st. Okay, cool.
July 31st, Susan says. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. So we have, for our event, we have 3-year access when you purchase the event. And that's because in 3 years' time, when you're watching a video that's 3 years old, Design Space is not going to look the same. Softwares aren't going to look the same. It just doesn't make sense. And if we were to offer lifetime access, it's not going to be relevant.
It's not
we capped it at 3 years. So if you buy the replay from last year, you still have 2 years left. So because we have 3-year access on the replays and we're a year into it. So just wanted to mention that as well. You got plenty of time.
Yeah. So KDD, you guys, again, look at, I'm going to do this. If you guys have any questions or something's not working for you technologically, we are not your girls, but Susan is, and Susan has a team that's like amazing. And so if you go to, look at me, haha. If you go to maybe it needs to be bigger. If you go to the help at cricutadventure.com, that's going to connect you up with Susan and her team. And they're so, so good and amazing at helping you guys get back on the adventure, back on the trail again, so that you guys can keep creating.
And I did want to, and Rhonda made a good point. So when I say 3-year access, that's 3 years of accessing, logging into the course platform, the event platform, and watching the videos. Anything you download, like all the printable directions, all the files, anything you download, the workbooks, that you have that for life. It's on your device.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
see. Yeah.
Yes. So Kathy says download the workbook. Good. It's just, good idea.
Good advice.
Okay. So Amy, before we go any further, we have one important thing to share with everyone. The giveaways. I can see the deer in the headlights. Look, you're like, oh no, is she like springing something on me?
Oh my gosh. Okay. You know why Jen's excited? Because she took care of it. And she did it all up for us. So we don't look like dodos this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. No more dodos. So Jen, tell us about your work on the giveaways.
Okay, so what I actually did is, so the giveaway page that we have for you guys, the link is in the description, and each day we're kind of putting in a new giveaway form, like link to a new giveaway form, so that each day we're actually choosing 3 winners for the VIP pass. So if you've already purchased the pass, you get that money refunded to you. So it was kind of, Susan will actually contact you via email, but we were supposed to be announcing them on the live. That was like the idea. Like,
Yes.
woohoo! And we'd keep forgetting. So actually what I ended up doing is I've created for each day of the event and for the kickoff as well, we have the winners listed right on that giveaway page now. So I recognize a few names. I'm super excited. I meant to actually reach out to them and say, woo, cool, just in case they'd missed it. But otherwise, it's really awesome. The funny thing is, though, is I'm not sure if Esther's here, and I don't know if it's the same Esther, but like in our one of our last lives, one of the person who reminded us, like, about the giveaways was Esther. And I went right after that and I like drew the giveaway winners, and one of them was an Esther. So I was like, wow, what are the odds of that one?
I think it was her. I have to say, I wonder if she's on today.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. It was really funny. So yep, you guys can go ahead and go grab that, and every day you can register. It's a new day. So yeah.
So Jen said that she fixed didn't you fix the entry for today? Didn't you set that up?
I
thought you
did.
just did that. Okay.
I did
so maybe
set that up.
Try and refresh, Jana.
Okay, so the pages do need refreshing, and I noticed that was maybe I need to clear the cache.
Yeah, right. So let's refresh. So Jenny, that's if it says sweepstakes close at 8 a.m., that's the one from yesterday, and you need to refresh the page. Oh yeah, Esther's here. Esther said that's her.
Yeah,
that's so fun.
Or
I'm sorry, Megan. Jen's gonna
clear the cache on it.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna do that quickly.
Okay. So I see some of you didn't get the morning email, and I'll save you my spiel about the emails. Unfortunately, it's just, sometimes it's your email service provider. We have so many people. You would not believe how many people accidentally unsubscribe. They hit something that says, I don't want to get this email anymore. Or worse, they accidentally report us as spam.
Yeah.
And then our email service, we're not allowed to. We set it up. We have it set to go to everyone who has a free ticket, and they just, by federal laws governing email marketing, here I go on my spiel. Federal laws governing email marketing, they don't send the email. So you can go back to any other email you've received and log into the portal that way, and all your content is going to be there for the new day. Just refresh. So, and I know you want the daily email, but there's literally nothing exciting and new in the daily email except the cool photos of the day's projects, which you can see when you log in the portal. So you don't have to wait for the daily email. And I'm sorry that technology stinks.
Okay, so Jenny, actually, I just redid it. So yesterday's giveaway ended at 8 a.m. this morning, and now today's giveaway is live now. So that's 8 a.m. my time, I think. So anyways, so I did clear the cache. You guys can go ahead and try that again, and it should be working. But if not, yeah, just try again later. But the winners are posted now on that page. You might have to scroll down.
Okay. April's asking, where are the winners posted again?
So on that page. I actually have the giveaway page. If you scroll down below the giveaway, the enter here, you'll see they're listed now. So, everyone says it's working. So maybe clearing the cache helped.
Yeah.
Okay. No, is that it for our businessy stuff? Because we checked all our boxes and we talked about there's cool stuff today.
Can I just mention one more thing? So I keep getting questions about my dream box, which I know it's hard to see. Usually in a wide frame, you can see it better.
Wait. I can do a wide frame.
What? Oh, okay. Now I'm trying to think, is it clean? Oh yeah. Oh, I had to close up one side because my kids come through here all day long. See that hideous couch? I put slip covers on it because it's really gross. But this is where the kids come and sit with me, so I don't want to get rid of it. But anyway, I'm super excited to do a full walkthrough of my dream box. If y'all haven't entered our dream boxes, the dream box giveaway, Create Room is giving away a dream box 2 to one of our attendees, which is super exciting. That's going to be on the giveaway page. So you want to go log into the portal on the very first welcome lesson, scroll down on the left-hand side, and you'll see enter the giveaways. And make sure if you live in the US, you're able to enter that one. I'm sorry to our international friends. That one is US, but it's a really cool giveaway, and I hope you will enter that.
Okay, so there is, here, I'm just going to do this quick. So there is a little confusion here because we have 2 giveaway pages. So if you are
Okay.
in the description of the YouTube videos, there is a live giveaway, which is our daily giveaways. But then there is also a giveaway page which has all of the amazing giveaways for our event. I think there's like over 35 maybe, or no, 20, 30. I don't know. It's over $9,000 in giveaways. So
It's a lot.
that is our peak page. So that's the page where you can peek at that over on our website. But in order to actually enter those, you're not going to find entry links there. To enter those, you have to go into the course platform, VIP or free, it doesn't matter, to be able to go to enter those giveaways. So that giveaway page is listed at the bottom of our YouTube description with a whole bunch of other links, whereas the live giveaway link is like higher up in the description. So 2 different things.
Yes, two different things happening. And honestly, I don't share the peak page anywhere. I don't mention it anywhere because I just feel like it's confusing.
So I can take that out of the description because that is there.
Oh no, it's fine. I just think if we log into the course portal, then
so we wanted it to be available to attendees only. Is like what we did is kind of like firewalled it because it's like you guys that it's this for, and it's you guys that the sponsors are trying to like to love on.
Yes, Jen, if you accidentally enter twice for a giveaway, you're fine. Okay, so what Jen's talking about is the event has giveaways. So you're in the course portal, and on the very first lesson, if you watched my little introduction to how to go through the course portal, you'll see it. But on the very first lesson on the left-hand side, you have to scroll down a little, and you're going to see enter the giveaways. That's the $9,000 of giveaways. That's where the Dreambox giveaway is. That's where most of our giveaways are. Then Jen and I have separate giveaways just for the weekly lives, just for the people that are here. And those are in the description of our YouTube video.
Yes.
Okay, so 2 different giveaways, 2 different places.
There we go. All right. Okay. So speaking of giveaways and awesome, cool speakers, we actually have a guest today. I'm going to put everything up here. And we have Kelly Rossouw.
Good job, Jen. Good job.
And she is, I'm so excited to have her here today because she is a kind of a newer friend. She's somebody that we're just starting to get to know through the last couple summits. And she is like, I feel like she's just a bright, sparkling, shiny star in this whole Cricut crafting community. So it's fun for us to get to actually talk to her today. And we had a little bit of a pre-chat here just to kind of like get things set up and talk to her a little bit. And I was like so excited and everything we were talking about. I'm like, ooh, we should talk about that when we're like talking with everybody else because it was just so fun to get to know her. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her up here. But I did want to say here just really quickly, so Kelly is actually, so she did the countdown calendar yesterday, which was super fun. We'll talk about that. But then she also has a giveaway. So we were just talking about giveaways. I want to make sure that you guys jump in and grab this giveaway or sign up for this giveaway, and she'll tell us more about it in a minute. So let's go ahead and I will move that off and we will add our new bestie, Kelly.
Yay! Hello! Hi!
Hello, everybody.
Yay. We're so happy to have you.
Oh, I'm so, like, I'm a little starstruck to be here. I'm not going to lie.
oh my goodness. That's so silly. We would like you just to talk for just maybe like read a book. If you could just read a book.
Okay. No problem.
For the
no
next
problem.
30 minutes.
I've got several books. I've no problem. What kind of book do you want?
I really don't care. It could be the telephone book.
No, we do care. Actually, I think I think our people would really love it if she'd read her new book.
Oh, okay.
Because you know, craft thing. So yes. Yeah, the print, it was a print and cut jumpstart, which I'm super excited, and we'll talk about that again in a little bit. But because we wanted to just get a chance to get to know you, but I am super excited about that book because it's just so cool. And you know me, and I love print and cut and stickers and all the things. So,
yeah.
But yes, Kelly, tell us a little bit about yourselves for the people that have seen you in the chat but haven't actually gotten a chance to connect and kind of meet you yet. So,
sure. Okay. Well, some of you may know I live in Cape Town, South Africa. So it is not 9 a.m. at the moment. It's currently 4:30 p.m. or not 9:30. It's 4:30 p.m. We're in like a whole different time zone, which is a lot of fun. I kind of, I really struggle to find, like Amy has, faux leather, and Jen has Procreate and things like that. I kind of just have Cricut, because my squirreling goes from one thing to the next thing to the next thing.
But we love that about you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it's so, like, when there's so many things that you can do with your Cricut, I find it so hard to like just focus on kind of one particular thing, because there's just so many fun things we can do.
Yeah.
So Kelly, tell us. So when did you actually get started then? Kind of like how? Because I have this like world centric view that's based on me in Minnesota, and it's hard for me to like realize that the things that I love and the things that I do are really worldwide. And it's been fun to see how many people are from other parts of the world here. But just to think of you like over in South Africa in your room, which looks really fun, doing the same things that I'm doing over here, and then sharing it with the people that live, anywhere else across the world is so fun to me. So, like, how did you actually how did you start with the Cricut? Like, you even do Cricut demonstrations, and don't you actually work with Cricuts, like actual official Cricut too?
Yeah, I was a Cricut ambassador for a while, for about a year and a half or so, and then kind of YouTube started taking off and taking a lot more of my time. So I still work with them. I have something going on with them next week. We're flying up to Hobby X, which is just like a massive crafting expo. I mean, it's not going to be on the scale of anything in the US, so like I'm not going to get myself too excited. But
I'd be excited.
Yeah. But I mean, I've been in the industry now for about 5 years, and I started out on Silhouette. So I still have my Silhouette Cameo behind me, my trusty Cameo 3. I love my Cameo 3. And I wanted to start a business making stickers and t-shirts and things like that. And very quickly I realized that making things for other people to wear or to buy gave me immense anxiety. But ironically, putting my face on the internet for millions of people to see doesn't.
I know, it's crazy.
We all have our things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then it kind of just snowballed from there. I mean, I started realizing what you could do with these machines. I discovered cardstock crafting, and then Cricut approached me and they were like, we want you to become an ambassador. We want to send you a machine. So they sent me a machine, and it was just all downhill from there. And I was completely converted right from the beginning.
You just kept going and going and going and going and going.
Yep.
Yeah, it is such a fun community. Yeah. I do enjoy that a lot. Like, there's just a lot of people within the Cricut, in particular, crafting communities.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what's your favorite type of crafting? I know you said you do lots of different types, but what's your favorite type?
I think cardstock probably has to be my favorite type. As much as I love, like, print and cut is probably like a very, very close second for me, but cardstock still has to be, and like 3D crafting. I mean, my dragon is kind of a testament to that. That was just a complete and utter love for the actual craft itself. But definitely making cardstock things and just playing with cardstock. Like, I was like hardcore fangirling at Michelle's demonstration yesterday when she was showing all of the kinds of glitter. I was freaking out. I was just like ready to take my friends and have shops here. And like, I was like, why can't we have that in South Africa? I need it. It's so beautiful.
I think you did see like all caps there. It felt a little bit like you were pleading.
Exactly. Like I need it desperately.
That's so funny.
That's funny. Jen does a lot of print and cut. I haven't done a lot. I've done just a little bit, but it's still sort of intimidating to me. And I'm very, very much a beginner at print and cut. But I know a lot of people are super good at it. But a lot of people are like me that want to do it, but it's confusing. So,
and for good reason. I mean, there's so many different things when it comes to print and cut that a lot of people don't consider, like what type of material you need, what type of printer you need, what you kind of projects you're going to do, what you can do, like how you're going to set the projects up. And that's kind of why I created the Jumpstart workbook, the Print and Cut Jumpstart workbook, because when I first started, I had all of these questions and it was so overwhelming. And I've obviously over the last 5 years have had to learn each little thing in like tiny little increments, wasting material, you know, having bad registrations all the time. And that's kind of why I wanted to create it, so that other people could get to the end result faster and without having to waste materials all the time and get frustrated and things like that. So
especially when it comes
oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, when it comes to like printers and ink and, you know, sticker paper, like people get worried about that stuff because it's expensive. You know, you don't want to make mistakes. You want to know.
It is. And yeah, I mean, especially when you're spending $300 on a printer, I mean, and then you go, especially like let's say you're wanting to do it for normal print and cut, and then you end up getting sublimation ink with it, and you add that into your printer, then your printer, you know, you can't use that printer without having to take the whole thing apart. And it's knowing that from the beginning is so important, because then you don't have to go and waste hundreds of dollars. So it's very overwhelming.
So that is true. I did not realize I needed a separate printer for sublimation. It just, so I wonder, I have to wonder how many people have tried print and cut, gotten poor results, and just kind of given up, because, you know, here we are all saying, oh, it's easy. And really, there's just so many little things that can go wrong personally with your printer, your machine, your connection, your, you know, not knowing how to do the calibration. You know, so many little things that we're like, it's easy, and it's not, right? So those like sort of the things that you talk about through this workbook.
Yes, no, definitely. And yeah, like I said, it's just everything that every tip that I give you, just picture me. Fred's joining us, my cat.
Aww.
As you may be able to hear. He even joined me on my live yesterday as well. He will jump up here in a second. There we go. It's just like it's on brand.
Aww.
It's so on brand.
Yep, it works for us.
And every tip that I've included in my print and cut workbook is because you can just picture me sitting behind my Cricut, frustrated, yelling at it, you know, ready to pick up the bat because I want to, you know, smash it or something.
Because it's supposed to be easy.
Exactly.
You're like, what is wrong with me? No, even So one thing with having experience is that you realize it's not going to go perfectly all the time. So even with, you know, when I'm doing it, I'll have, you know, every once in a while I'll have something that I'm like, well, where did this even come from? Like the registration is completely off. It's not, you know, not doing what it's supposed to do. Whereas the cuts before and after were just fine. It's just, you know, it's tech, right? There's like difficulties. But knowing kind of, you know, being able to troubleshoot, so you know that, well, this went wrong. So, that means that I could check this or this or this. Just having that knowledge even is going to be a huge difference to your results.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because the reality is, if you don't have that knowledge, you're like searching random YouTube videos. You're asking questions in random Facebook groups. It's a waste of time. So it's good to know up front.
100%. I mean, and even now, even though I've been doing this for 5 years, I still make mistakes. I still have bad registrations, things that, so I mean, like it's not a case of it's because you don't, you know, I mean, like people, it happens all the time. So Amy and Jen, I told you that I had a little bit of a surprise for you that I wanted to show you.
Yes.
I made myself a mug.
You did!
But as you'll notice, guess what's
it's upside down! I'm like, is the camera flipped? And then I realized, wait, no, that wouldn't have been the thing.
I love how she put her name on the name tag, Jen.
Actually, that is so cool. That is awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oopsie.
Oh, I'm so glad you did that. That makes me feel so good. Seeing all the mugs out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people are posting in the Cricut Crafting Adventure group. Like seeing all the mugs is so fun.
It really is fun.
Great.
It really is fun.
So Kelly, are you going to do it over again, or are you just going to like love on that?
I think, you know, in all honesty, it's a case of, I think I made this, you know, just before this live stream, and this is going to remind me constantly of this exact moment. So I'm going to leave it just exactly like this. Cherish the fact that I made it upside down, and it's going to bring a smile to my face every time I have a coffee. So I'm going to leave it just as is.
I love it. It's the spirit. It's the spirit of the event, really. You know, trying something new. I mean, not that it's your first time doing sublimation on a mug, but just the spirit of trying something new, new designs. You know, new technology, new whatever.
And it doesn't
Um,
always work
and
out
just having fun
exactly the
with
way
it.
you envisioned.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love
Yep.
that. I love that.
Yep.
So, speaking of things that you showed us beforehand, so you actually showed me something that you were working on that was cardstock, and was it print and cut too?
Parts of it are print and cut. Yes.
Okay. So I would love to
So
have. Amy hasn't seen it yet.
it's my husband's
Wow.
birthday today. So
Oh,
I took the design from Michelle's design, and
uh-huh.
I changed it. I took the
She
C one
changed it,
and
like no
made
big deal.
it. I put grass in the beginning, and then we have a cake. I know I'm not pointing to the cake, and then we have
That's okay.
presents at the back. And then
Uh-huh.
obviously she spoke about having the sun on the acetate. So I put
Uh-huh.
a little balloon on the acetate so that the
Which
balloon
is
looks like
so
flowing
fun.
away from the rest of the balloons.
That is so cute. Oh, everyone in the chat is loving that. So cute.
It is. It's
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
adorable. It's so adorable. He is so
And
lucky.
she just whipped that up. Just changed it all, made it between yesterday and today. You
So, do
know.
you do a lot of your own gifts for people? Like, do you create those? Because I know a lot of us, it's
All the
like Amy
time.
was saying, shoemaker's daughter. You don't actually make, stuff for yourself. So, do you do still craft for other, events and gifts and
Definitely. And it's one of my favorite things to do, especially when it's completely unprompted and surprised. One of my husband's friends got engaged a couple of weeks ago, and I made her an engaged mug with, holding up the ring finger. It was so cute. And then I made her a little key ring, like with the UV resin, like in the class, I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Mhm, Gina's.
And yes. Well, I mean, like I loved being able to do things like that, and it's a completely customized, personalized thing, and that's what I like about kind of dabbling in every little piece of craft is that I can just, like you said, just whip something up like that in like an hour or two and makes, and it meant so much to her. It was just. I like making things and then giving them away because my room, as you can see, is a little bit cluttered. I've got a lot of stuff in it, so I like it when I can make something and then give it to somebody. It brings me a lot
Mhm.
of joy.
yeah,
That's awesome.
I do love that. In fact, that is one of the things I love most about the Cricut is it gave us the ability to customize and create things for particular people. When I was
Mhm.
doing stamping and things, you're working with a pre-made design. And so to actually like go and have that ability to go into your computer and type out different, sayings was just like revolutionary to me at the time. Or to find different designs that, really fit the person. And now to take it
Mhm.
to that next level and be able to customize and personalize even more, like with Procreate is one of the things that just makes my heart just, start like, oh, we can totally do our own designs. But you're right, having different tools in your toolbox of, resin and the Cricut and the, knowing how to use cardstock and knowing how to use the printer and knowing all these things we bring together, like really, and you with your, like your out of the box projects. I mean, you're pulling in so many things in your toolbox. I can't imagine the size of it. So do you sew? You like what else do you do?
Yeah, pretty much everything. I've just recently started watercolor painting as well, with the help of my Cricut because I use my Cricut to draw the outline in pencil, and then I just watercolor on the inside. But I've done polymer clay painting, sewing, kind of. I think I'm in the midst of going to a psychiatrist for the ADHD test. So I've got
Okay.
my second appointment on Tuesday next week. But like I strongly think that it's an ADHD thing because I've tried kind of a little bit of everything. Um, so that's kind of a little bit of my squirrelness, which is
Oh,
totally real.
so actually, I ran into this several years ago, and I love this idea. So it's not that because my husband was like, you're like a jack of all trades, like that's a bad thing." He's like, "You gotta narrow down and just do one thing." And I was just like, it's not the way my brain works. It goes and grabs a piece and brings it back, grabs another piece and brings it back. And so then somebody like mentioned it's multi passionate. You're multi passionate. And then they equated it to Da Vinci, where it was like a Renaissance man. So that's what you are, or Kelly. You are a Renaissance man, a woman. And
A
so you're
Renaissance
like,
woman.
yeah, woman. And so you're like, you're learning all these different things, but you're pulling them together and you're just going to fly with them. So I think that's so fun. So that is part of why we like to embrace our inner squirrel here.
And our squirrels.
Yeah, and I think that's why. Sorry, that's why summits like yours, like the Adventure Summit, are just so useful and so important, because you guys have really made sure that it covers a little bit of everything. I mean, you have resin crafts, you have felt making, you have, all of these different crafts within the industry. So not only can it show you like what you can do with your Cricut machine, but if you have an interest, you maybe want to just dabble in a little bit of that, you've got a safe environment that's supported. Like you can just post in the Facebook group and immediately get help with exactly what you need. And that's why I love summits like yours, because it's the perfect environment to learn a new craft or just dabble. I love it so much. I love it.
Well, we love having you part of it. This is it's been so fun for us to get to know you. It's, I think, a year ago that we first kind of met, and it's been really fun. So yeah. Yes. So tell us, what sort of things are you kind of excited about right now? Like looking forward. So you have the new book, which is super awesome. So tell us more about that.
About the new book? Or just the
tell
things
us whatever things that you're most excited about right now.
Oh, kind of everything. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But I think mostly like the watercolor painting, because it's still very new, but showing people, I've got a couple of videos in mind that I want to do with showing people how to do watercolor painting with your Cricut, because like I said,
that's cool.
To draw the outlines of something takes me really long, and it's not a process that I want to focus on right now. I want to focus on the painting. So I use my Cricut to draw an outline, and then I just sit there and I just paint everything in. And there's lots of other like video ideas that I have coming up that are going to be similar to the one like I made for the dragon head, where it's a little bit more of like taking you along the journey of how to create the thing.
Yes, love that.
Oh, thanks. It's fun because I get to show my personality a little bit more on the video, but also you guys get to learn something, which is a lot of fun. So very much looking forward to that.
Oh, that's awesome. And we have some questions, we have some comments about your new book. Can you tell us more about that? Because I'm kind of interested in print and cut too. So can you tell us more?
Sure. It's 80 pages of information, and it's completely jam-packed, and it goes through, like I said, what print and cut is, what you can use it for, when you shouldn't use print and cut, because I think that knowing when to use it is just as important as knowing when to not use it.
That's smart.
Yeah. And then choosing a printer, knowing what type of printer, because obviously you get laser printers, inkjet printers, eco-solvent printers, sublimation printers. So to try and figure out and kind of make it a little bit more basic as to what you should look at when you're buying a printer, how to set up your print and cut, how to use the sticker feature, how to print and cut with the print and cut and score, and print and cut, and you can use foil with your print and cut as well. So there's lots of other things that you can do.
I did not know that. Whoa. Yeah. Mind blown there. Did you guys pause? Did you see? This is me that is everywhere under the sun, and that was like the moment. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute here. Back up. Foiling?
Now I know what Jen's doing the rest of the day.
How cool is that?
Yes. Yeah, cool. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. There's just it's so versatile, and I think that while I was creating this workbook, I started out with a list of 6 or 7 things, and that list grew to 14, very, very, very quickly, because I was just you can add this, you can add this, you can add this. I already have ideas for the intermediate print and cut, and one of the things that I have that is here somewhere that I managed to get right was a double-sided print and cut.
Oh, how cool is that?
Oh my gosh.
I actually have tried to do that, and it did not work.
Yeah, it's not in this workbook, but it's going to be in the next one, the intermediate one, because it's quite a complicated process to get it right.
I've tried.
And I want to make sure that it's pretty tricky.
Wow. Jen, do we have Kelly? So Kelly, your book is like an instant download, right? It's like a workbook that you can download.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
the link is in the description for this video.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, thanks, Jen. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, no, I knew people would
and
want it, so I just put.
And I've given
it's
a
in the
$10
description.
off to the VIP members as well. So if you have a VIP pass, you get $10 off. So it's only $9. So
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's so generous. I love that. That's great.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I guess go ahead, if you have the VIP pass, go check her lesson in the VIP pass, and you'll see that then.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'll have
no,
the code.
I
That's
have to
great.
say that as an educator, and I can see this, like, this is what you're doing too, is like you start looking into something, and it's like it just explodes your mind, and then you can't wait to share it. It's like almost like this tripping over yourself, like, ooh, let me show you, because I'm excited about it. Let me share what, with you too. It's like you want other people to
Absolutely.
get it too. And then it just
Yes.
expands.
And 100%. And then it's just, I'm so excited about everything. I just need to do it. Like the number of times that I stayed up until 3-4 o'clock in the morning working because I was just so excited about what I was doing. I was like, what? It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, sorry to tell you this, but that time blindness is actually, I mean, it happens to everybody, but that is particularly something that I found is part of the ADD thing. So, yeah.
I've heard.
It happens. I mean, it does happen to all of us. You just get so excited. You're so hyper focused. You're just like, wow, I am like dialed in, and the time just goes away because you're just so excited.
Completely.
Yep.
It's great. I love it. I love it so much.
It is fun, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It really is.
So print and cut. So I can just see a whole line of Kelly books coming here, like jump starts for because don't you have a cardstock one too?
I do, yes. Yeah. So that the $10 discount code's also valid for the combo for the print and cut jumpstart workbook as well as the cardstock jumpstart workbook.
Oh,
So it comes
that's
out
cool.
to $23 for both of them as opposed to $19 each. So you kind of buy one and you get the other one for $4. I mean, it's
that's
Oh,
a
I
great
love
deal.
that. I love
Yeah,
that.
and plus because cardstock and print and cut, is, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. They can work together very well.
Yep. Oh, that is so cool. I'm so excited.
So cute. So cute. I hope Michelle gets a chance to see that. She'll love that.
Yep. No, she will. We'll have to make sure we send her a picture.
Yeah.
So, Kelly, it's been super exciting to talk to you. We're so pleased that you were here and that you were able to. I mean, how cool is this? You're South Africa, Florida, Minnesota. So the ability to sit here and chat, the three of us, has been so fun for me, and then everybody here in the chat as well. It's just fun getting to know you a little bit better. Now we do have another project for you coming up. So we haven't seen the last of you because you have 2 projects here in our event. Can you want to tell us quickly about the other one?
I do. It's a Creative Fabrica project, and I love working with Creative Fabrica. Like, Creative Fabrica is one of those companies. Not only do they have an incredible service, like the annual subscription is, I wouldn't be able to survive without it. I use it for journaling. I use it for my Cricut crafting. I use it for birthday. I use it for everything. Genuinely, I had it before I started working with them, and now they have these projects as well. So the project that I have that's coming up on Saturday, I think it's Saturday, is how to make layered infusible ink mugs. So, I mean, you could apply this same process to a tote bag, to a t-shirt, to a cushion cover, but obviously show you how to do it on a mug. And it's so much fun. I love it. I love working with the company. Their staff are absolutely incredible. They're so helpful. Their product is amazing. I could fangirl about Creative Fabrica for a while.
Well, that makes you a perfect ambassador for them.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So the mug project is going to be a very fun one to watch as well. Like I said, it's a nice easy layering method. So if you're a little bit apprehensive about learning to work with more than one infusible ink color, the method that I use is a very simple one where you kind of just it's not a crazy, you have to line a million things up. So definitely make sure to watch that on Saturday. It's I mean, if I do say so myself, it's a good video.
So we have Sherry in the chat. She says she has so much infusible ink to use up that she's going to watch that one next because she has the VIP. So she's not waiting until Saturday. She's doing it now.
That's awesome.
Love it.
I love that.
I don't think a lot of people realize when we talk about sublimation that infusible ink is actually sublimation. And so you do not need a sublimation printer to do sublimation. And that's like, so that's something
Exactly.
you're going to show us.
Yes, yeah, and it removes the whole, because sublimation is great. It's very flexible. I mean, you can obviously make, mugs like this the right way around, hopefully.
I love that.
But then also, you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on a printer. You don't need to spend $100 on ink. You don't need to worry about, color profiles and clogged printer heads. You could just buy the product, cut it like you would HTV, and then use it just like that. So your entrance into getting into the product is a lot lower than what it would be with sublimation.
It's pretty fun.
That's why I love it.
Yeah, no,
it's a great way to try sublimation also without investing in all that equipment. Because if you try infusible ink and you love it, then maybe you do want to make that investment and take the next step.
That's actually what happened to me. I got to the point where I'm like, well, this is awesome, but I'd like to have more variety and kind of like the backgrounds and things. And so I moved from, using the sheets over to getting the printer, and which actually didn't have as high of a level of entry cost as I thought originally. It's just, how like you're scared of new things, right? So it's like you put up all these mental barriers, but so getting into infusible ink and trying that, I think, is a really soft approach into sublimation if you kind of want to tiptoe into it too. Yeah.
Yep.
So
definitely.
We're looking forward to that a lot. I think that'll be a really fun project. And it's funny how all over the place you are. So she's got this and this and this. But somebody actually in the chat asked they wanted to know a little bit more about your cardstock book. Now, I caught this online. I was just talking to, you were on my radar and we were kind of chatting and stuff. And then I noticed that you answered somebody's question where they were asking about their paper. And you're like, well, it does matter where you store it. And it matters the humidity level. And I had never even put that into, like, Minnesota's, we're not really humid here. And so it just never even occurred to me that the problem I might be having with my cardstock could be, something like, where it's stored. And so I was just like, wow, this girl knows her cardstock. And then I saw that you had the cardstock thing. And I'm like, well, okay. So, yeah, that was really cool.
It's I mean, with me living in South Africa, we have, very high humidity days. It's not like 100%, but you kind of get to know it after a while that the top page on your cardstock stack tends to cut not as well as like a few pages down because it's a little bit more protected. And some, like, even the black cardstock that I have, it has more ink in it, which means that it reacts differently when cut. So I can't use the same cut setting on my black cardstock than I can use.
I did not know that.
It's sometimes crazy. So that workbook was born out of a love for my cardstock crafts, and it teaches you everything that you need to know, like what mat you need to use, because that's super important, what blades, what tools you need to use, how to set up your cardstock crafts, all of those kinds of things. It's very similar to the print and cut workbook. It's a few fewer pages, a few less pages. I'm not sure on the grammar on that one. It's about 65 pages or so. And it covers everything that you need to know as a cardstock crafter, what glue, adhesives, and again, lots of tips and tricks and things like that in there as well. So I like to think that it's all encompassing about everything that you need to know to get started with cardstock, because it can be intimidating for some people.
Yeah. As educators, so with the faux leather and with that, and with the things that I do, I feel like you can figure out, like, we have complete faith that you guys can go through it and you can take the time. We figured it out, so we're sure that you can figure it out too. But it's nice to be able to take that shortcut. So, you go to somebody, they have a resource, they have already got all the answers, they've already done that, stuff that, that's the journey that you would have to take. They've already at the end of it. So they've already given you the answers. So it just kind of, for me, I've come to appreciate getting products like yours, or, getting Amy's input, because then I can skip to the fun stuff and not have to go through all the, the trial and error and all that stuff. So I will definitely be grabbing those books of yours.
Thank you, Jen. And I know that you also have one of these, but I've also got an adhesives bin.
She does! Oh my God. I knew we were kindred spirits when I saw the hair. And we
Oh my
talked, but
gosh.
now I'm positive. Kindred spirits. Sorry, Amy. She's my new bestie.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No, you're still there too.
But I mean, like
have
the
an
reason
adhesive
why I
pin
have
in my dream box.
good,
I need one. Oh, my
But I
dog
think the
was
reason why I have
dreaming. Sorry
Oh,
about that.
yeah.
Let me go wake her up. Hang on.
Okay.
go for
The
it.
dog's dreaming.
But I think the reason why I have so many different types of adhesive is because you buy one, you try it, and like it doesn't work properly, and then you end up wasting a lot of money because now you've bought 5 different types of glue, and granted they all have their own individual use for specific things, but then you end up sitting around with a lot of different types of adhesive, and all you really want to do is cardstock crafts.
Okay, so that's totally true. So tell us, what is your favorite? So yesterday Michelle told us about her favorite cardstock adhesive. What's your favorite cardstock adhesive?
Oh, this is always a pain point for me because it's an adhesive that's not available globally, and I really wish it
that's okay.
was. But it's called Jewel Bond, and it is here somewhere. I know I always have several of these, so this is what it looks like. But it's a local South African brand that we like to use down here, and it's a strong embellishment glue. But like I said, I really wish that this was available internationally because this stuff is fantastic. It is so strong, and I use it for everything.
Does it have a precision tip, or does it have a small hole, or how do you do small areas?
There's 2 of them. So this is the kind of the one that I use as the restock. It's the much bigger one. It doesn't have a very small tip.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Nib. I tried to say tip and nib at the same time. Oh, there we go. But they also have a smaller version, and as you can tell, I love this one very much. That's why it's labeled.
It's well used.
So what you can actually do with this one is you take it off and you can remove that top section and then just refill it from the larger one.
That's cool.
Oh,
yeah.
That is
so
cool.
it's really useful, and that's quite a relatively small kind of precision nib, but it's not as I don't think it's as small as the Barely Arts precision nib. So if you want like a really tiny one, you'd have to buy a different container. But I'd never have to use anything else with that. So I love it.
Well, not super helpful since it's not available here. It would have been like buying it, you know, but no, that's okay. Right. But it's still actually, I love hearing about the different ones that are out there. It's just this weird fascination because there's so many different types of like solutions for, sticking things together. So it sounds like in the chat, like there are a lot of people that have adhesive bins and
I know,
and adhesive drawers and I
saw that you found your people, Jennifer.
Yep, and actually, just I'm gonna throw this one at you, Kelly. But my mother actually said somebody needs to do a book on adhesives, and it sounds like you actually do get into adhesives though in your cardstock book.
I do, because I double-sided tape as well. There are a lot of tricks that I've learned from like my scrapbooking friends about double-sided tape, which is super important to know, like how to, if you use double-sided tape, how to undo a mistake. Because as we can see, I make mistakes often, and it's okay. But
you're gonna get so much mileage out of that mug now.
Absolutely. I'm gonna use it. And to know how to undo mistakes when it comes to adhesive is also super important. So I have that in my workbook as well.
Okay. Well,
awesome.
We can't wait to see what else you come up with in the next, as we get to follow along in your journey here. And we're so glad again that you were here and to be part of this event itself, but then to have you here in the chat, super, super fun. So I can't wait to kind of talk to you more.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I'm so grateful that you guys included me, and I'm fangirling over for such a long time to be here and actually talk to you. Is just and thank you so much to everybody for the love in the chat. I very, very much appreciate every single one of you. And Jen, when I come visit you in the US at one stage, I will bring you your very own Jewel Bond. And Amy, I'm happy to bring you one as well if you want. I will, so that you guys can have your own South African glue.
All right. So I'm kind of coming over to the whole, it'd be fun to do an in-person thing. So.
Okay. Kelly, would you tell us the best place that people can follow you so they can get to know
Yes.
more about you?
Good idea. My YouTube channel is kind of where I have the most tutorials and things like that. And then I'm just Kelly Rossouw on YouTube,
Okay.
and then just Kelly Rossouw on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Congratulations,
Awesome.
42,000 subscribers on YouTube. I saw that this morning. That is pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Wow. Congratulations.
Yep. So that
you.
we
Thank
actually
you.
have a link to Kelly's YouTube in the description as well. So you guys can go ahead, just click on that right after we're done and go subscribe at her channel. So
Perfect. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yep. All right. So we're going to let you go. And we are going to, I'll just kind of pull you off.
Bye.
And then we will go
Kelly.
and wrap up here because we're actually a little bit over. It was just so fun to talk to you. All right. Let's see. Okay. So that was super, super, super fun.
That was super fun. I love Kelly. And it's cool because she's always, well, not always, but she's 99% of the time she's on our lives all throughout the year. So it's so fun to put a face to the name and get to talk to her and get to know her.
Yeah, no, when we were making a short list, because, just kind of really last minute, we're like, this is really fun for people. We've got a couple more days of the event. Who can we get to come in? And we're like, please, let's do it. Like, both of us were like, well, we want to talk to Kelly. So that was super fun. Yeah. We do have some guests again tomorrow. I think, is tomorrow the last day of our adventure?
Yes, tomorrow's the last day. Tomorrow is day 5.
Wow.
It's snuck up on us. I'm already excited about next year and thinking about next year. Isn't that good?
Yeah, that is good.
I was kind of tired, but this year I'm excited for next year.
Last year was a lot. It really was. So this year has been like less work, so more fun for sure.
Agreed.
We've appreciated
Agree with that. Yeah.
So let's see. So today we've got a bunch more things for you guys. Check that out. We've already went through kind of like the different projects. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So Amy, what are you working on today? Yesterday, or no, it's the day before, you pulled together an entire printful shop with our merch. Started working on that.
Our little mugs. What am I doing today? I need to figure out what I'm going to give my faux leather Crafters Club members for Monday. So I'm working on that project and that video, because on Sunday, tomorrow is the last day of our event, and then on Sunday I need to drive down to Orlando where my son's in college and help him move out of his dorm because I have the biggest car. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Sunday's usually when I do my club stuff, but I'm going to have to do it today. So hopefully I'll get that done. Yeah. What about you? What are you working on?
Well, actually, so we have, the summit, the different summit events, we actually work on those kind of, months ahead of time sometimes. But I have a couple that I'm still trying to work up for the next that are, I think, happening in May or June. So I'm got to get some of those projects done and videotaped before my husband actually is leaving town as well in a little bit, in another week or so, to go pick up our son from college and bring him home too. So he's my video editor. So I need to get him those videos so that he can edit them before he leaves.
Yes. That's funny because my son going to pick up my video editor.
Yes. So you're going to pick up your video editor. Yep.
we need all the video editors. Yep.
So anyway, lots of fun things to do. It's fun to be doing this, though. To start the morning off with you and Kelly was fun, and everybody here in the chat.
Yep. Love it. So fun. He's doing well, Joyce. Thanks for asking. He's doing well. Yeah. So we're both very excited that our sons are coming home from college, and we're excited that everyone's enjoying the adventure. Don't forget to go post in the Facebook group things that you make.
And we are going to be all day long. We check in with a Facebook group. It's kind of like my fun break time. I'm like, I'm working on something. Ooh, break time, Facebook. Yeah. And then I go and see what you guys are making. So.
Yep. Okay. So I think it's time for us to wrap it up, Jennifer.
All right. Sounds great. And we will see you guys tomorrow with our special guest
watching.
too. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.